Hi, everybody. It's time for the Arcturian energy update for the month of April 2024. Today is March 31st. It's also Easter Sunday, and a very happy Easter to you if such is your observance, and an equally happy day to you if it's not. But it's been quite a magic, transformative Easter for me, and it's actually been that way for the past few years. A few of them, two of them, took place in Spain, and then this Easter I was in Hamburg, or this Thursday I was in Hamburg to see a concert that I really wanted to see with a guy called Hugo Kent, like this French multi-instrumentalist, playful musician. He does some amazing stuff. And he gave a very rare concert in Hamburg, which is not very far away. It's actually the nearest big city. So I kind of went on that odyssey, and I kind of, well, both being in a train and exposing myself to the city, and then being in a concert venue, are all things that I probably felt were a bit too intense to voluntarily expose myself to for too long, and at least since my Kundalini awakening, like, then that just hypersensitivity and overdrive has made that just fairly inaccessible. So it was really because I wanted to see it, and then it turned out that it was just an amazing experience, and it was so interesting to see that guy he's from Marseille, and he has kind of that Le Mot de Marseille feel to him. His primary instrument is the flute, and he played a lot of solos, and he's just a humorous charming fella, like a really awesome presence. So it's been fairly interesting, like this Easter, just going through those journeys and intensities, and getting back here again early morning, biking my way up through Frisia with the thatched churches, for instance. It's very cute down here. So in that way, I feel like the sun is shining, and it's daylight savings too here. So the light is truly returning. And with that, I'll turn it over to our friends in the ninth dimension, the Arcturian Council, and of course represented by counterpart Mainman Umlam. Much love to you out there, and a very happy month of April. Hello, friends. This is your friend Umlam, speaking on behalf of the Arcturian Council, situated in the ninth dimension, but beaming love to you from our place and into your place, from our frequency, meeting your frequency, and vibing together in a sharing opening of hearts and energies. Greetings to you. We transmit our love, and we bless you as we proceed to illuminate which energies you can expect to go through and experience, to live in this coming month of April of your time. So we have entitled this transmission Emergence, and understand that energy can be seen as a sea. Each part of the sea seems separate when you are in it. As you are a body emerged and submerged, you find yourself defined more clearly by the pressure that surrounds you. And yet the ocean is boundless, And there is an osmotic process emerging as you submerge. That is, your body is also adjusting to this heavier pressure of energy around it when it finds itself deep in the waters. And these energy flows, then they define you in ways that are atmospheric, that surround you, that come before your very perception of who you are. So the wisdom in astrology is that you are moving with the harmonies of time and space, and that these give certain flavors to your experience. And the wisdom of channeling is that you are also moving with the harmonies of higher dimensions and harmonic realities that lie beyond your immediate perception. These harmonic realities have a lot to do with what you call the higher self, and it is this thing that is emerging. This higher self, this is the link between the personal expression, the you that you are, and the upper unseen realms of harmonic order, context, and proper placement. And the emergence of the higher self then takes place from the submergence within these energetic pressures. So understand that the process of osmosis that begins to take place within these energies, within the system, within the energy body, it adds a lightness. It begins to lift this sacred body of energy that you are and that is linked to the unseen realms. It begins to lift it out of its confines of the energetic soup, the ocean of energy that is the all, and then moves it in to definition. So much as the cetaceans leap and sing as they skip from underwater, flying through the air and then submerge again, in the same way you will experience this month as a dolphin leap, an emergence where your higher self is being lifted into the air and is clearly shining then, allowing its radiance to move out and brighten the realities above the energetic soups. Well, to belabor this metaphor, just understand this, that these layers, they are often described as densities, and you can conceptualize these densities of the higher dimensional constructs, the metaphysical realities. You can conceptualize these as atmospheric pressures. These are the ways that you experience these in your bodies. And so you may find that the atmospheric pressure in your body is lightening. So you're moving from this sense of being pressurized and defined into something that is more light, that is more radiant, that gives off more of its own vibration and defines more of its atmosphere around it, thus creating more of its own reality by its inner glow and shine. This is fourth density experience. This is when the mind becomes situated in the 5D, and this is the emergence that you're going through in this month. If you would like us to be a bit more concrete in what you can expect, it of course varies from individual to individual who are tuning into this sequence. But consider that there will be a type of windfall for you in this month, we sense is the overall mood that goes around here. That is that there is a type of shift, a weather change, where you feel something positive, surprising, something rewarding moving into your life from an unexpected angle. And this will then allow you to steady yourself in a new way of being, a new way of shining, and a lighter way of feeling. I know there is, of course, a slight discombobulation, maybe a disconcerting feeling to not being pressurized, not in the same way being in these dense energetic soups, and yet being connected still to the flows of energy, but flows of higher energy, of more love, of more laughter. And so this is something that takes adjustment and requirement, because the signature of truth and reality for you for a long time as a species have also been signatures of sorrow, of grief, of loss, of destruction. That you knew that if pain was present, then you were in the presence of something real, something that was not cheating you by serving up your preferred reality, because pain is never preferred. In that way, consider that this shift into higher reality also requires you abandoning much of that languor in favor of a more cheerful shine. And that cheer can be a little hard, because it can seem as if it's abandoning its old, comforting, known friend, melancholia. And so know that in this emergence, there might be things that you have to part ways with. And these may be companions in grief that have kept you comfortable, or at least assuaged for the duration of your grieving. And as you begin to move into a shine, as you shed this submergence in the darker waters of reality, as you put away your mourner's clothing and drape yourself in brighter colors, then sense that there is a departure, there is a farewell that you would do well to honor, in also recognizing the place that melancholy and sorrow and that pain has had in both protecting you from a wider reality that seemed too threatening, and from defining you and teaching you things where you were. All dark forces are also only taskmasters, such as we, the bright ones. Sometimes they are more convenient companions for you, because they don't challenge you in the same way. And you may recognize this from your human affairs. Then when you're not feeling too good about yourself, it's easier being surrounded by other people who also don't feel too good about themselves. And this is as above, so below. So you sense that vibrationally, as you begin to change inner feeling, and as inner feeling begins to change, and as energies in general are lifted up, so that the bottom is not as deep as it was, and that the top is brighter than was possible before, so that humanity in general is shifting. Understand then that there is a brightness, a lift that will require your commitment to it, that will require your acceptance of it, that will require you to say, yes, happiness is preferred to grief, because it is this happiness, it is this shine that is emerging. And the more you allow it in, the more you allow this slightly uncomfortable shift from the deep waters and into the cold air, the more you will be able to enjoy it and feel the transformation as a gift rather than as a task. And this is the difference between the dark forces and we who seek to meet you in a place of open, loving exchange. Well, it is that we prefer to give you gifts, and whether you accept them or not is really up to you, where often the denser energies of reality, they put tasks in front of you that you simply have to face. And so realize that these things that are forced upon you, these necessities, they are becoming fewer and fewer. And so in that way, as this pressure, as this determination ceases, you have to learn to choose and commit to more of the brightness that's your true being, that wants to emerge, to shine in the light, to come into the world and to restore it. So with that, we wish you a very joyous month of April of your time in this year of your time, 2024. And we send you our love from us, the Arcturian Council, from all of your galactic brethren, and from me personally, I, Umlam. I transmit my love, my blessings, and my gratitude. Farewell, sweet humans. Farewell. I hope that served you. A happy resurrection and April out there, guys.